Guys, do we really need to pretend to be excited anymore when we see stuff like this? Look, it's frustrating. I'm an avid player of RPG survival games. I'm basically a masochist. I acknowledge the sheer length of time it takes for those games to get optimized, to get gameplay overhauls, and to finally become good. I get it. You know why? Because those games are massive, are going to be huge. I understand how much content that we will get and why they release it in early access looking like a potato. But for this type of game, are you serious right now, bro? I just wanted to boot this up knowing it was a finished, fully released game.
Okay, thank you.
I wanted to just have fun, no chopping 10,000 trees to build a shack, which don't get me wrong, I still really love it, okay? But I want my other games to just be a good, focused experience. With Samson, this game feels so unfinished, bro. It's undercooked. It's goddamn raw. I mean, do you guys remember The Warriors? That game was based on a movie. It had every right to be a lazy cash grab, and it is so much better than this.
Get out of here.
Oh my god.
Stupid.
And don't even get me started on Crimson Desert. You gotta charge me that price for this humongous thing and not even offer a proper story worth getting invested in? Actually, I don't mind it. It's basically a sandbox where I can just mess around and cause chaos. But it is 100% not worth the hype, guys. Like, for real. I'm gonna make a whole separate video dragging that one, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, back to Samson.
Shit.
Man, I'm really rooting for indie games, you know? Look at the industry right now. Calling a game AAAs is basically a death sentence for our trust. We hear AAA, yeah? And immediately think battle passes, bugs, and microtransactions. That's exactly why I support indie scene. Bro, it's literally on my channel's banner. But damn, why are some of these indie devs literally copy-pasting the exact things we hate about AAA publishers? The unfinished releases, check. Interesting but incredibly shallow mechanics, check. Repetitive chores disguised as a content, check, and check. It's just sad. I thought indie games were better than this. Bro, it all legit reminds me of those movie tie-in games, you know? Made purely as a cash grab, yeah? And like, remember that Fast and Furious game? Yeah, let's keep that repressed, for real. Though, hey, props to the developer, Liquid Swords. For one thing, at least they were kind enough to slap a $24.99 price tag. You know what? Forget it. Let's ask a question nobody's asking. Everyone can make a game. Is that actually a good thing? Let us discuss the democratization of development. Over the past decade, technological barriers to entry have completely collapsed. Low-code engines like Unity and Unreal have allowed solo devs to make games that look like they were made by a massive, huge conglomerate. But here's the trap, my friends, the illusion of indie polish. Access to a high-end rendering tools does not mean you know how to design a good game. A lot of these smaller studios fall into the same exact trap. They make it look incredible for the trailer, but it feels absolutely terrible in your hands. Which brings us perfectly back to Samson. On paper, yeah, incredible. A visual arresting, a gritty brawler focused on a close quarters combat instead of just like a standard gunplay. Sign me up, man, for real. In execution, fundamentally broken as shit. The combat is imprecise, frustrating. Nothing kills my immersion faster than getting stuck on an animation loop floating above ground trying to climb a wall. While the game's frame rates aggressively stutters and character behaviors, they just give up on life.
What the fuck, man?
Just watching this motherfucker is like, I'm not gonna pay my Netflix, but I'm gonna watch this guy fighting. This guy's killing, bro.
Do something, man.
Ultimately, Samson is a cautionary tale. It proves that you can make a game look spectacular on the surface, but if the foundation is rotting, nobody's going to have a good time. Even at a budget $24.99 price point, you cannot excuse a product that clearly skipped fundamental QA testing. But hey, that's my 2 cents. I'm currently just an angry gamer ranting about nonsense. Are we giving indie games too much of a pass when they release a broken game? Maybe. But they way. Drop a like, subscribe so you don't miss my upcoming Crimson Desert rant. That is it for today. Thank you all. Bye.
These arms aren't just for crafting. What's a little cut? Let's melt you down. You're a real piece of work. Ah! My dream is shattered.
New knowledge acquired.